Welcome to our SNAP renewal process presentation. What is SNAP recertification? If your household gets SNAP, formerly known as food stamps, you're only approved to get them for a set amount of time. To keep getting benefits, you must recertify. Recertification is a process in which you let the Department of Human Services, or DHS, know about any changes in your household at the end of your approval period so they can determine whether your household remains eligible to receive SNAP benefits. Changes to report include how many people live in your home, how much money you make, and your bills or living costs. When do you need to recertify? Your certification period, which is the length of time you've been approved for, will determine how often you must recertify your benefits and the type of certification application that you will need to complete. To find your recertification date, check your notice of decision or call the Family Assistance Hotline at 866-311-4287. Most households are certified for 4 to 6 months. They will need to recertify in the last month of their certification period. For example, if you were approved in January 2025 and you were certified for 6 months, then you need to recertify in June 2025 to keep getting benefits for July onward. In contrast, households where all adult members are disabled and/or elderly and only have unearned income are certified for 24 months. These households must fill out a mid-certification form at 12 months and fill out a renewal application at 24 months. What to expect? DHS will send you a renewal packet before your benefits end. Unless you ask for it to be sent electronically, the packet comes by mail. The packet includes a renewal form, or an application. Like when you first applied, the renewal form asks about your household size, income, resources, and bills. Don't forget to sign and date the form. If you don't, DHS will not process it. A renewal notice. The renewal notice provides you important deadlines. You must submit your renewal form before your interview date. If you don't, your case will be closed. A stamped return envelope. You can use this envelope to mail your application. How to fill out the paper application. In Section 1, fill in your contact information, which includes your name, phone number, home address, and mailing address. In Section 2, list all the people in your household applying for benefits and their income. Include birth dates and social security numbers. When reporting income, DHS counts both earned income, aka job pay, and unearned income, which includes SSI, Social Security, unemployment, money from someone else, VA payments, pension, alimony, child support, and any other money you get. In Section 3, tell DHS if anyone has moved in or out of your home. In Section 4, report any changes in your liquid resources. Liquid resources include money in any checking accounts, saving accounts, Chime, Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, stocks, and bonds. In Section 5, add any other household changes. In Section 6, answer questions about past criminal convictions by selecting yes or no. Once you complete all sections, don't forget to sign and date the form. How to submit a renewal form. If you choose to complete the paper form, you can mail it to DHS using the pre-stamped envelope you got from your renewal packet. Alternatively, you can fax the form to DHS or bring it in person to your local DHS office. You can find the contact information of your county office using the County Office Locator tool linked in the description box. To complete the renewal form, you must create a OneDHS portal account. In your preferred browser, type onedhs.tn.gov/CSP. This will bring you to the login page. If you have an account, enter your email address and password. If you don't have an account, click on Create One here and follow the steps. Once logged into your account, click on Benefits Dashboard. On the left-hand side of the page, click on Link SNAP/Families First Case. Enter your name, date of birth or social security number, and then your case number. Once your case is linked, a renewal button should appear under My Cases during your renewal period. Click on the renewal button to complete your renewal application. What happens after you submit the renewal? If you turn in your form before the interview, DHS will call you on the scheduled date and time. During the call, they will go over your information and tell you what documents, called verifications, you need to send. You will have 10 days to send these documents. After that, DHS will mail you a notice of decision telling you if you were approved or denied. The mid-certification process. If your household has a 24-month certification, you'll need to fill out a mid-certification form at the halfway mark, 12 months, of your certification period. You'll get a mid-certification packet about a month before your benefits are set to expire. The packet will include a mid-certification form, a notice telling you important submission deadlines, and a return envelope. There is no interview component for the mid-certification. However, you must submit verifications for any changes that you report on the form. For example, if you reported a rent increase, be sure to submit a copy of the new rental agreement alongside your mid-certification form. If you don't send proof, your benefits might be delayed or stopped. Filling out the mid-certification form. As you complete the form, make sure that you thoroughly read through each section and report accurate information. Page 1. On the top of page 1, you will find your name, address, case number, and the due date of the form. In the first section of the form, report any changes to your address, contact information, and shelter expenses, which include the cost of rent or mortgage and utilities. In Section 2, report any changes in household members. Report if someone has either joined or left your household. If you have more than 2 new members joining the household, add their names, date of birth, sex, and social security numbers on a blank piece of paper and attach it to the application. In Section 3, report any changes in resources. As a reminder, resources include money in your checking and savings accounts, bonds and stocks, and any mobile banking, such as Chime, Zelle, Venmo, and Cash App. Section 4 is in regard to changes in child support obligations. This question is specifically for households who have had a change in the amount of child support they pay to someone outside of the household. Any changes in child support that the household receives will be reported in the unearned income section. In Section 5, report changes in earned income, also known as employment income. In Section 6, report changes in unearned income. Unearned income includes but is not limited to child support, both court-ordered and non-court-ordered, alimony, money from a friend or family member, Social Security, disability, SSI, VA payments, unemployment, and TANF. At the bottom of the page, report any out-of-pocket medical expenses for a household member that is 60 plus or disabled. On page 3, sign and date the application. How to submit a mid-certification form. You can submit the completed form and verifications by mailing it to DHS using the return envelope, faxing it to your local DHS office, bringing it in person to a DHS office, or uploading it as a picture to your One DHS account and calling DHS to let them know you submitted it online. What happens after you submit a mid-certification? There is no interview component for the mid-certification, but you must ensure that you submit your verifications on time. If you submit your verifications on time, you'll get a letter letting you know if you are still eligible for benefits. To keep your SNAP benefits, don't forget to recertify on time. If you want more information about your case, call the Family Assistance Hotline at 866-311-4287. If you have problems renewing, contact the Tennessee Justice Center by calling 615-255-0331 or fill out our case inquiry form at tnjustice.org/contact.